Happy birthday, Tess Holliday.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Pennywise, and in my off time of eating children, I'm a personal trainer, a proud mother of a pug, a past theater nerd gone grown-up cosplayer, and this is my channel. My thoughts will probably offend you, where I share my thoughts that will probably offend at least one person. So if there's anything offending you today, let us know in that comment section. Tell the world and dear old Pennywise, what is offending you? And while you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button because I post 1 to 2 times a week, sometimes 3, and normally dressed somewhat like this. And make sure to watch the whole video for a special announcement at the end. Hint, Disney. Now, welcome to the 3rd episode of Does This Offend You? Fact Edition, where I bring up posts that you send me or I see and I ask you, does this offend you? Birthday girls first, Tess Holliday. Oh, Tess. My subscribers love ya. I always tend to get DMs similar to Pennywise, Tess Holliday did this. Pennywise, Tess Holliday standing while fat. Pennywise, Tess Holliday walked up the stairs. What is your opinion? What is your thoughts? Make a video. And I've put out multiple videos on good old Tessie. I've said what I needed to say. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in a 30-something-year-old woman. You know what I'm interested in. But since many of you kept tagging me in the photo, sliding into Pennywise DMs, and I'm a firm believer of ask and you shall possibly receive. Here we are. Recently, it was Tess Holliday's 35th birthday, and she celebrated by going to Palm Springs and posting a picture in a thong bikini. The confident fat queen got many people side-eyeing her when they noticed that she photoshopped a flap of flab and smoothed it out so it wasn't so flappy. Many people were quite perplexed by this. Why would a woman who is completely confident and loved being fat Photoshop a fatty fold? Well, good old Tess responded in her comment section about the people inquiring about her Photoshop flap. To anyone commenting on my body being edited, I was enjoying myself on my birthday and I didn't catch my friend made an edit who took my photos. But regardless, I didn't catch it because I was in the moment and that stuff happens and I'm not ashamed of my body. Never have been, never will be. And yeah, I talked to my friend and we are good now. And now y'all need to chill. Much love, heart, smaller heart. And now you're wondering, what is good old Pennywise's thoughts on this very intense, important question? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I don't believe it. I personally feel she's insecure. She just accepted that she doesn't have the willpower to really get to the root of her food addiction issues, to change. Plus, she makes big money being this, so it just makes it easier to stay fat. I also highly doubt that a friend edited her pic. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't matter unless you're in my sewer. But you know my thoughts on this. What is yours? Does it offend you that a fat woman who profits off of being fat and tells people that there is such thing a health at every size except for this one, and tells other women that they should be completely happy with being fat and love their body, photoshopped a fat fold? Tell Pennywise your opinion. Happy birthday! Dr. Mike. Recently, a YouTuber named Dr. Mike got called out by fat-positive women on Reddit. The women accused Mike for being fat-phobic because his stance on obesity, certain diets, and choice of words. I really want to like Dr. Mike on YouTube, but he really has some fat-phobic tendencies. He's actually a fan of intermittent fasting, which is unbelievable to me considering he's a medical professional. Pennywise isn't the best at grammar, but that sounded more like a statement, not a question, and there was no need for 3 question marks. Dr. Mike explained that he is a fan of intermittent fasting for himself and he never said that it is great for everyone.
I like intermittent fasting for myself. Never did I say it's something I recommend to all my patients or as a piece of universal nutrition advice. Universal nutrition advice doesn't even exist.
In his most recent video, he talked about gastric bypass surgery being good for long-term weight loss. Dr. Mike also responded to that critique and said that yes, bariatric surgery can be very beneficial for certain individuals.
Evidence shows that gastric bypass for those who are morbidly obese has better long-term outcomes than dieting or just medical treatment with medications. That being said, it's not the only solution. It's not the right solution for everybody. And there's also different types of bariatric surgery. There's many options and you have to discuss them with your doctor to find out what's right for you.
Especially if you eat healthy. This group hates hearing about the healthy part. Just wait until they hear what my diet consists of to keep this gorgeous. Clown physique. And just in general, he's talked about obesity and watching what you eat. Oh, how dare a doctor recommend that you watch what you eat and that you should eat healthy.
It's well proven that if your BMI falls under the obese or morbidly obese range, you're facing extra risks to your life. You are gonna have more illness, you're gonna have a lower quality of life, and frankly, a shorter life.
Right? What is this guy even on? He's done videos where he tried certain fad diets for 30 days, but I've never watched them. So I don't know where he stands on keto, for instance. If you haven't watched the videos, then why did you attempt to make that point? You bumbling, stupid, uneducated clown! But she, and we know she is a fat she, but since we are talking about Dr. Mike, who is a professional, we will call her a clinically obese female. But why list this in the things you don't like if you didn't even see the video?
In my videos that have covered Whole30, keto, intermittent fasting, even vegan, I've done these for 30 days simply to show how they affected my body. But I also talked about the science.
Dr. Mike also read some of the comments that went with the original post on Reddit, and I found one very interesting. I felt the same way too. I love all of his videos on other areas of science, quote unquote, but I take his health and nutrition videos with a grain of salt. Funny how that works, but I'll keep reading. Don't forget that much of the research within medicine comes from a fat-phobic stance, so I feel it can be difficult for medical professionals to move away from that. I just find it so amusing how they love everything else about him, except that one thing that doesn't agree with their specific agenda. Some of you humans are just so blatantly obvious about how biased you are. You love them until they don't agree with your little simple-minded opinion. I get it here on the channel all the time. Pennywise, share your opinion about this topic. Pennywise, share your opinion about that. Pennywise, share your opinion about that. And then I do. And then one of those opinions just so happens to not agree with yours. And you're heartbroken and you unfollow and you try to cancel. And then there's no more love for Pennywise. You think I care? People like this are selfish, self-centered, refuse to hear any other opinion other than theirs. You like to believe that you're open-minded, but you're really not. You only care about your feelings, your opinion, your experiences, and you expect everybody else to align with yours. And if someone, or better yet, science, proves you wrong, you crumble like the goopy, squishy little human you are. You're weak, and that's why it's so easy to eat your children, quite frankly. So you obviously know Pennywise's opinion on this. Anything you say against this specific group of people, and this goes for many groups, which is why Pennywise is only part of the group of Yoshi. If you don't agree with one thing from the group, they deem you fat-phobic. It's very cult-like if you ask me, and Pennywise doesn't run with the cult. It's not needed for my line of work. But does Dr. Mike offend you? Is he fat-phobic in your opinion? Or does this dumb comment offend you for how dumb it is? It's just dumb, but oh, don't be afraid to share your opinion. I won't eat you. Next! Ooh, a child with extra meat. You're not a child. You're a porky small man binging on camera. Disappointing. Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé was a fan favorite to hate. His season is over. He is on some knockoff show of 90 Day Fiancé where past contestants respond to hate comments, and none of the comments are actually good comments. It's a waste of time. Pennywise, no life. But he's still trying to hang on to his 15 minutes of fame with a booming YouTube channel. Just kidding, it's not doing well. Thanks, Sky Daddy. But he's got a YouTube channel and he's doing mukbangs wherein 100% of people never ask for those mukbangs. But mukbang, or mukbang, last time you guys told Pennywise she said it wrong. We're gonna keep it mukbang. And if anyone has something to say, meet me in my sewer. We can have a talk. Mukbang videos can get you a lot of views on YouTube, and Big Ed's mukbang videos are the highest viewed videos on his channel. 500,000 views saw Ed slurping, smacking, talking with his mouth full and being, shall I say it, a big fat pig. Oh yes, I said it because I hate those noises and any person that eats like that.
Then every once in a while, I get hungry for foreign food.
At a table. Woo! I normally eat only children, but I will make an exception for you. I will drag you down to my sewer. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Eat like that and see what happens. During the video, Ed makes some very odd comments about Asian women.
I've never been to Korea. I love Korean women. They're so beautiful. I would love to. I want to go to Korea. I want to go to Taiwan and Vietnam. I love Asian culture. And I love Asian women. You know why? Because they age well, just like wine.
You hear that, Asian women? Little munchkin boy Ed is gonna hobble his way over to you.
I love Asian culture.
No, Ed. You do not like the culture. You like the very young women who don't have much so you can manipulate them and make yourself feel like you are their king, and then you make them promises and then book it back to America. Also, let me point out that I have an Asian friend who's very young, not young enough for my dinner, but I thought it was very ironic that Big Ed liked her TikTok video. I just imagine this little Mucinex man just on TikTok looking, searching, scrolling, trying to find specifically very young looking Asian women.
And I love Asian women. You know why? Asian women age like a bottle of wine, and they're sweet.
It was so random and very gross. In the video as well, Big Ed claimed to love the culture, but then called Thailand, Vietnam, Korea cities.
I want to go to Korea. I want to go to Taiwan and Vietnam. Those are my three favorite Asian cities that I want to go to.
They are countries.
You dumbass!
I stay in a sewer for the majority of my life, occasionally coming out and talking to children and children that I stalked growing up.
Get out before it gets dark tonight. You're too old to stop me. You're old.
Okay, why do I know that these are countries and this small man who travels to all these places and claims to love the culture
I love Asian culture
doesn't know a basic fact? So Big Ed hit the like and dislike ratio, but if it's anything like his other videos, it ain't good. But the comments are still there, and these can give us some insight on if people liked the video or if they didn't. The way he's talking about Asian women is so gross. He's flat out them. What is his problem? I lasted less than a minute, just long enough to make this comment. Ed is a gross eater. He talks with his mouth full, chews with his mouth open, makes all these disgusting noises, food all over his face, takes massive bites, sauce all over his double chin, says, oh my god, this is really hard to watch, can't do it, I'm out. I thought Big Ed was just a meme because he looked weird, but he's kind of a terrible person as well. Asian women age like fine wine. Me being Asian and watching this, and Pennywise agrees with all of those. I'm extremely offended by this video. His face, the way he eats, his voice, everything. And for that, Pennywise know what she has to do. Hi guys, congrats for making it to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed you. Oh, I think I'm supposed to tell you something. Yes, August is Disney month. There will be a ton of Disney characters coming to this channel in August, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the fun. Bye bye.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood